No tengo video. Good evening, good evening. Evening, evening, good evening.
Teacher.
Good evening, Stephanie.
Good
I
evening.
I today I feel like I have been waiting for Friday for a long time. Stephanie, do you know why people call Black Friday today?
Mm,
Where is
I'm not sure about using black, but I know that it's just for discount in general in
uh,
some stores. But I don't know like the phrase is so you have some minutes behind of that.
mysterious? Because black is not a very attractive color, and it's a day after Thanksgiving. You know what Thanksgiving is, Stephanie?
Yes, yes, I know.
What is Thanksgiving?
It's like United States celebration, we can say, but also in Canada too. But they make one more before they do in October, not November.
Mm,
So the Thanksgiving basically used for eating turkey and say thank you for the blessings that you have in the year.
mhm. And when do we Salvadorians do something like that? When do we give thanks for all the blessings we have received? Do we have a special occasion, special date where we do that?
Mm, I think that no.
But do you think we should?
I think it is for me, for example, in New Year, some people always are think about all the things that they can do the next year, but in our family we trying to also say something good that we do on the year or something that we a goals, for example, that we get. But I think it's not like the general thought. The general thought is more like what can do that I don't do this year.
Ah, okay, very good, very good. It might be. Jocelyn, good evening.
Good evening, teacher and classmate.
Jocelyn, yesterday was Thanksgiving. Stephanie's telling me that, and I know for sure it's like that, that American people, they call themselves Americans. We are also American, but they call themselves Americans, so let them be. Americans celebrate Thanksgiving, and they use this celebration to thank God for all the blessings they have had. And I believe it has to do with the harvest as well. What do you think, Jocelyn, that our Thanksgiving celebration is, or when do we Salvadorians do something like that? I'm sure everybody around the world should have something like that. When is our Thanksgiving Day?
I think the Salvadorians make the celebration around on December in the last day. I think because it is this day for give thanks to God for different blessings. So it's different in the that United States, but the tradition is similar in this day, in the last day in the year.
Yes, it is true. I think so. I think it is New Year's Eve when we do. that. Do you agree, Ansberto? Good evening. Do you agree that our Thanksgiving celebration is in New Year's Eve when we gather around a table with our families and have a nice dinner? A lot of people give thanks for their blessings during the year and also hope for the new goals to achieve for the following year.
Yeah, yeah. I am agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I think all family have a different traditions, but this tradition is, um, I think, is a little old, and all the people have like to be spend time with your family. I think no, not all the time have time to be with your family. Always, so, always, in my case, always my father and my mother and my brothers all are in your jobs all the time.
In their jobs.
And I am in my job, and they are in their jobs.
Uh-huh.
I think if we can have just one day to share or spend time with your family is good. I
Mhm.
think all family need to be or to spend a time with your love family. I
Good
think.
ones. Okay. Very good. Very good. Edwin, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Edwin, we are talking about Thanksgiving in the United States. Is usually the last Thursday of November. Families gather around a big dinner to share a moment of peace and joy and give thanks for all the blessings. Um, you think our Thanksgiving is in New Year's Eve? I can't find any other date that would be similar to Thanksgiving. I was looking and trying to see, but it looks to me like New Year's dinner is similar to Thanksgiving dinner. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. We, the the United States, have Thanksgiving, and we have uh, 25 November, yeah, Christmas, and the last day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
the same.
they're probably the same. Yes.
Yeah, but we we don't do the same thing.
You don't.
Salvadorians, uh, when we have a holiday, many people drink and forget, and they forget their family. And I think the Christmas will be uh, a day with remember every day of the year,
Mm.
the the good things, the bad things, and as for giving uh, every member of our family.
Mm. Very good. Good evening, Briseida. Hello,
Evening.
Briseida. Good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm fine. And you?
I'm happy it's Friday. My
Yeah,
body, my
my body
body,
knows.
yeah, my body knows and it's been telling me, remember it's Friday. We need to rest. That's what it's telling me. We need to rest.
Yeah, it's like an obligation.
Briseida, a lot of people have different traditions for New Year's Eve at midnight. Do you have one?
Um, well, in my family, we we always take a dinner. Um, and sometimes maybe we we do a kind of, I don't know it's correctly to say toast. I don't know how to say brindis.
As a toast.
Toast. Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, a kind of toast with some wine or champagne,
Mm.
and also we pray for our family and the rest of the world for blessings and health.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it's kind of similar. But what I was talking about is I've heard a lot of people, many different crazy things that I've heard. Some people take their luggage and they take the
yeah,
case around the
around the
corner
jar.
and they start walking around with them, and supposedly that will make you travel the next year. I don't
Yeah.
know. Some
Oh,
crazy people do.
yeah, I know. I hear about it. And also the clothes.
Hmm.
Maybe if you were in the New Year's Eve, red or yellow means love. I don't know. Or no, yellow means money, I think. Red, love.
Okay.
Yeah, and also people um like go down on the table.
Get
That
under.
means
They get
under the,
under the table.
yeah, under the table. I don't know what it means, but it's a kind of Mary, I don't know, or what.
Really, I have never heard of that one. Going under the
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
sounds crazy.
It's crazy, but people believe in that.
Aha. Good evening, Mirna. Uh-oh, I don't have sound with Mirna.
Hello.
Hi, Mirna. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
We're not talking about Christmas today. We're talking about New Year's, not Christmas. In New Year's, a lot of people do crazy things at midnight. What crazy things have you heard that people do all the time?
Um, I don't remember. I don't remember good, but my family or some family eat uh, grapes,
Hmm?
but I don't remember how many or how yes how many grapes they eat.
Hmm.
Eh,
Well,
Yes,
12 grapes.
12. Yes,
Yeah,
but
one per month.
Uh-huh.
yes, I just eat, but I don't remember. I
I've,
just
I have heard that about that number 12 at midnight, but I know a lot of people drink about 12 beers at midnight.
yes, um, yes, I just eat the grapes.
Uh,
I don't remember how many.
okay. And
Yeah.
I've heard that people wear their underwears inside out for good luck.
Sorry, teacher.
I can hear you. A lot of people wear their underwears inside out.
Also, I listen that some people use one kind of colors, or the yellows, the red red blows,
Mm-hmm.
and something like that also.
Okay.
And also I hear that some people um, leave leave a baggage.
Baggage out.
Yes,
Ah, very interesting. Jose,
yes.
Israel, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Good evening, everybody.
How are you, Jose?
I'm falling asleep.
Are you
But I'm okay.
tired?
Uh, yeah, I'm quite tired.
Mm.
What about you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but mentally, not really physically, but mentally. I'm exhausted. I need to unplug myself and just concentrate on different things of my life to refresh. Jose, I know that you don't like Christmas and that you don't care about Christmas, but tonight we're not talking about Christmas. We're talking about New Year's Eve. Do you think that January 1st is an opportunity to start your life over?
Um, I'm not sure if I heard you very well. Could you repeat, please?
Yes, I said, I know you don't like Christmas, but I am
Yeah.
not talking about Christmas. I'm talking about New Year's. Do you think that New Year's Day, January 1st, is a new beginning, a new opportunity to start your life in a different way?
Um, in my opinion, every day can be a new start. Uh, we don't need to wait for January 1st to have a new beginning. But um, every every person is different, right? And I think that we have different a different way to view things, and it's okay. But for me, every day is a new opportunity to do uh, or to start again.
Very good. Good opinion. That's very good. Jose Alonso, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Did you hear what I was telling Jose Israel?
Yes, about the New Year Eve,
New Year's Day, the beginning
New
of
Year,
the year, the first day of the year, New Year's.
the New Year's.
Yes. Do you think it's a good opportunity to start all over? A lot of people do it like that.
Yeah, yes, teacher. Because start a new year and new cycle for work and relationships for other person,
Mm.
or uh, many people's put goals. I don't. Yes, goals in your in this time,
Uh,
and for me is important because uh, our fields, I don't know what you say, optimism,
Optimistic.
optimistic. Yes, many people feels optimist with optimist,
Optimistic
optimistic with your life
with their life.
and with their life. And for me, it's okay. It's okay because uh, every day is a new a new opportunity to change for
Yes.
many parts of our life.
In a way, you agree with Jose Israel. He said you don't have to wait until New Year's to have a new beginning. You can start your new beginning tomorrow when you wake up, right?
Yeah, yes, but this time is more I don't know what you say. It's more important for feeling uh, to optimistic and 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 say, the new year's I changed in my life. And in the mind, uh, record this moment. You
Very
can say, the last year I a bad person, the new year I a good person, or I take a English class, or change my my diet, or or I don't know what you say,
okay.
dejé malos hábitos,
Oh, leave to leave
leave
bad habit.
leave bad habits, for example, smoke, drink, or another drugs. And in this time, saving your mind. For me, I don't hear you, teacher.
It's like a good date to record in your mind what you said, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, very good. It's a special day to remember. Since the day is special, it helps you to remember.
yes.
Okay, I understand. Very good. Very well said, Israel. I agree with you, and I agree with you, Alonso. Every day is a new beginning in life the minute you wake up. But I also agree with Alonso that the day is special around the world. So and it helps you remember what you promised you were going to do, right? Excellent. Very good.
Yes, teacher.
Roxana, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you, Roxana?
Not bad.
Good.
And you, how are
Friday.
you?
It's Friday. Friday.
Yes.
Time to rest. Roxana, do you have a New Year's resolution?
In my case, teacher.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
Um, um, I have not thought about the new years,
Okay. You
but
have
I uh, only is a new uh, position in my work.
okay.
And
You're hoping for a new position at work.
yes,
Huh?
and
and I learn English and in speak. How do you say mejorar, teacher?
Uh, to better my English, to better my life, to better my habits,
Better,
better my diet, to better mejorar,
to better English,
to better my English.
to better my English. Yes.
Okay, that is a good New Year's resolution. That is something doable. A resolution is something that you say, okay, now starting the new year, I'm going to, and then you say it to yourself what you're going to do. Sometimes it's to change something, and sometimes it's to start doing something new. But nevertheless, it is something that you say to yourself that you are going to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
changing the topic, Stephanie. I'm going to write 4 words and one by one explain how to use it. The first word is still. The second word is yet. And all ready for and since. Okay, Stephanie, explain to me how you use still, the word still.
It's something that can con it's something that continue happen. I still I still study English. It's
Okay,
something that I am probably starting the past and I continue doing.
very good. Very good explanation. Very good. Josue, good evening.
Good evening, teacher,
How are you,
everybody.
Josue?
And I'm good, teacher.
Okay, excellent. Josue, New Year's Eve, do you have a special tradition that you always do at midnight?
Mm, no, teacher, tradition in my family or my life personal. I don't tradition, teacher. I don't tradition.
But nobody has talked about the main tradition that we all have in El Salvador. That is something that we all do. We even have a song that reminds us to do that. We have that song. When we hear that song and you're not at home, you start running. You start driving fast. What is that tradition, Josue?
Tradition. Mm,
You know which song I'm talking about?
um, tradition. Maybe I can say God. We go to the beach and the
Okay.
first week. Oh,
Okay, listen to this. Roxana, do you know what I'm talking about? We have one tradition. All Salvadorians have this tradition at midnight, and there is a song that we always listen to this song when we're not at home and we start running home because the song is already playing on the radio. What is that tradition?
The celebration for Christmas?
New
No?
Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. Somebody will answer this, Ansberto. Ansberto, what is that one tradition we all have at midnight in El Salvador? And there is also a song that plays on the radio before midnight to remind you that you have to go do that. What is that, Ansberto? Not even here. Pero that is not even here. What is it, Edwin? What is it, Edwin?
Sorry, teacher.
What is it? Cuando digo what is it, estoy diciendo cuál es. Todo lo que dije y ahora solo le digo a Edwin, what is it? ¿Cuál es? Le digo a Edwin.
Faltan 5 para las 12.
Yes, but what is that?
Yeah.
Tradition? For God's sake, Stephanie, help me. What is the
Teacher.
tradition? This is very simple, very easy. Stephanie, help me.
Teacher, one tradition, maybe la bola de fuego en Japa City night.
I need help.
Maybe, teacher,
Help.
a hug.
Yes, for God's sake, it's a hug. It's a hug, everybody. Where have you been? What country are you from? We have the main tradition. We hug each other at midnight, Josue. And the song is Faltan 5 para las 12. That's the song. What is the song about? It's about you hurry up, go home. You have to hug your family. That's what I was talking about. How can you not remember that we have a tradition at midnight? And this tradition is not only Salvadorian, this is a worldwide tradition, as far as I know. Okay, enough of that. Jose, Israel. Jose Israel, explain yet to me. Yet.
Okay. Let me try.
You know how to use it, but can you explain how to use it?
Yeah, I try to order some ideas. Yet we use yet when we are trying to say something that maybe is not started or is not ready yet. Maybe.
Okay. So yet we use it for future, what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we also use it in question, I think.
Really? How?
Let me think. Sorry, I'm a little confused with class of the last the previously model, but I think that we learn something about yet.
Okay. Stephanie said that we use still for an action that continues, something that has been happening and it's not finished. Still, it's still here. That's what we use, still. So, yet is similar to still, but yet doesn't exist. Yet is for the future. We use yet the same way as still, but yet is for the future, not for the present and not for the past. Yet for the future, not yet. Looking forward to have that done for the future. Very good. That short review. Edwin explained already.
Teacher, I have an idea about it. It's when you start or begin to do something. It's like just teacher, maybe.
Already?
Yeah, no?
Okay. Already, Jose Alonso, already? How would you explain already?
Already, when you make an action and finish in the past.
Good, very good. The action is done.
Yes.
The beginning of the action is already done. The action is done, it's finished. I already finished. I already ate. I already went. So when you say I already, then your action is for the past. You're talking about something in the past. I already went, but you can also say I already go. But that means that you are starting. You already started. Yes, Edwin.
Teacher, that word like just. For, for
Just
example, I just got my house.
not really, because just means a little while ago, and already is finished, and just is a little time before. Jeff, a little time before. Okay, very good point. Few words we need to remember how to use. Briseda, and these two words, Briseda, for and since. When you're talking about time, how do you use for and how do you use since? Because uh, they have to be explained as a pair so we understand. For and since, Briseda.
Um, I think that for it's for talk about for about a reason, and maybe for it's to talk about maybe for how long time you have
Aha.
been working maybe.
Very good. Now, listen to what I need to know. Using it for time. Using
Yeah.
for and since for time. When you use it for time, what is the difference?
For is maybe for a specific time. In a specific time, maybe 2 years, 1 year, 2 months.
Uh-huh.
And since it's also time, but it's not that specific. For example, no, it's I don't know how to say al revés. It's al revés.
Backward.
For is for no, since is for a specific. For example, since 2012 maybe, and for is for 2 years, 5 years maybe. Hello.
Quantity is the word. Quantity. So you use for and you want to express quantity. Quantity. You use for the quantity, for the amount. And you use since when you give a specific starting point. Starting point. For example, since 1975, since I was a little boy, since you told me last time, since I went to the United States, since we are talking about in a specific point in a point of time in the past, but the starting point, since that date, specific date, and we use for quantity, for 3 years, for 2 months, for 5 hours. We are expressing quantity with for, and since starting point of something. Since last year, since June, we have a specific point when we start with since. Okay, these two I already talked about just, but these next two are very, very necessary to understand how to use. How do you use, Mariela, to and enough? When they are related for expression. When you use enough, and when do you use to?
Two.
Yes.
Well, does two persons think similar or
Okay, not in that way. Not in that way. When you use it for an adjective, or you use it with an adjective. When you use it with an adjective, it's different.
I don't know. I think that when I say me too,
Okay, but that's it. That's for an inclusion. But I'm talking about adjective. When you use the word to mixed with an adjective, that's what we're talking about. Okay, this is what we'll learn right now, or if you already know, we will refresh how we use to and how we use enough with adjective. With adjectives, use them to cry. Okay, here we go. Pay attention.
Everyone, and welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I teach you how to improve your level of English. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you about the difference between to and enough. At the end of this video, we will have a short quiz to test your knowledge. Let's get started. So what is the difference between to and enough? To means more than what is needed, and enough means the necessary amount. So imagine this little boy wants to go on this roller coaster, but you must be this tall to ride the roller coaster. Tommy is too short to go on the roller coaster. He isn't tall enough to go on the roller coaster. This means he is shorter than he must be to go on the roller coaster. He doesn't have the necessary height to go on the roller coaster. So let's look at some more examples of to versus enough. We use to before an adjective or an adverb. For example, it's too hot to wear a sweater outside. I'm too tired to go to the party tonight. In both of these examples, too is a negative thing. It's not a good thing. It's too hot. I'm too tired to go to the party tonight. And we use to before the adjective. You're eating too fast. He was driving too slowly. Again, we use to before the adverb. With enough, we put enough after an adjective or adverb. For example, it isn't warm enough to go swimming. The child isn't tall enough to go on this roller coaster. You're not walking fast enough. Now let's look at too or enough with nouns. With nouns, we use too much plus an uncountable noun. For example, we ordered too much food for dinner. Food is an uncountable noun, so we say too much and not too many. He put too much sugar in my tea. This means we have more food than we need, and that someone put more sugar than I wanted in my tea. With countable nouns, we use too many. There are too many people in this room. Now the room is crowded. He owns too many pets. This boy has more pets than he should because he doesn't have enough room in his house. With enough, we put enough before a noun, either uncountable nouns or countable nouns. There is enough food for everyone. That means we have a sufficient amount of food. If there are 8 people at the party, we have enough food for 8 people. If we have too much food, that means we ordered way more food than we should have for the party. Do you have enough eggs to make the cake? Do you have a sufficient amount of eggs to make the cake? There isn't enough time to stop for a coffee. That means we don't have a sufficient amount of time. I don't have enough money to buy the concert tickets. Imagine a concert ticket is $50 and I only have $40. I don't have enough money. I don't have the sufficient amount of money to buy the concert tickets. Okay, so now we're going to do a practice. You have to fill in the blanks with too or enough. Number 1, you aren't old to drive yet.
Stephanie?
You are not alone, old to enough, old enough, no, old to drive yet.
Again?
You are
Say it, Stephanie.
you aren't old to drive yet.
Try again.
You are not old enough to drive yet.
Number 2, this jacket is
Josue, number 2. Number 2, Josue.
Okay, teacher. This jacket is too expensive.
Okay. Israel.
expensive. Number 3, I don't have
enough money to buy it.
money to buy it. Number 4, I accidentally invited
Sana. Remember, the people is a countable noun. Roxana.
Is two, teacher.
Add it.
The identity
I,
time.
right here, I
I
accidentally.
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 I accidentally invite two many people to my
invited.
invited
Uh-huh.
to many people to my party tomorrow.
Okay.
Many people to my party tomorrow. Number 5. I hope we have.
Oh, George is here. George, go ahead, George.
Okay. I hope we have enough food for everyone.
Food for everyone. Number 6. Please don't drive.
Mariela.
Please don't drive too fast. I don't feel very well.
I don't feel very well. Number 7. Do you have.
Mirna.
Do you have enough time to eat lunch before the meeting?
Time to eat lunch before the meeting. And finally, number 8. James isn't tall.
And Briseida.
James isn't tall enough to read it's right. To read the I cannot see very well.
To reach the top shelf.
To reach the top shelf.
Now we're going to correct these together. Number 1, you aren't old enough to drive yet. Remember, we put enough after an adjective. Number 2, this jacket is too expensive. Remember that we put too before an adjective. Number 3, I don't have enough money to buy it. Number 4, I accidentally invited too many people to my party tomorrow. People is a countable noun, so we use too many before countable nouns. Number 5, I hope we have enough food for everyone. Number 6, please don't drive too fast. Again, we put too before adverbs. Number 7, do you have enough time to eat lunch before the meeting? And finally, number 8, James isn't tall enough to reach the top shelf. Okay, so let me know in the comments section how many you got correct out of 8. And
Good. Very good. Very, very good. Do and enough. One thing you have to remember about to, use it with adjectives or with adverbs, that is negative. It's negative when you say too much. Too much is no good. So don't tell your loved ones, you can't tell your husband or your wife, you can't tell her, I love you too much. That is no good. That means that you're supposed to love this person enough, but you love this person too much that is no good anymore. So to, used with an adjective or an adverb, is never a good thing. Never a good thing. Okay. Let's do a little reading. Back to marketing. We're talking about marketing. One of the things about marketing is the pricing of the products. Okay, there are strategies the companies use when they start pricing their products. Here are some of those suggestions and studies about pricing. What are the strategies? Jose Alonso, go ahead and start reading.
Okay, teacher. What is a memory? Yes. What is a memory of price strategy? A memory of price trading strategy is one based on the premise that future prices are influenced by double top and double bottom resistance point experience in the past. According to such a theory, historical prices that fit these technical patterns exhibit a sort of memory that inform subsequent price action.
Okay, very good. Edwin, read the key takeaways.
Key takeaways. A memory of price strategy is a technical trading technique that assumes correct and future price action is predicated on past performance. In particular, some technical trades believe that double top and double bottom pattern instill such a memory of price. Some traders reject memory of price strategy because they believe that price instead exhibit a random walk where past performance cannot inform future prices.
Okay. Let's check on this word for pronunciation. Stra, and this T, that T, make sure you pronounce the T with the ere sound. Strate, strategy, strategy, strate. Don't say strate, strate, strategy. That's how you will pronounce that word, strategy, strate, strategy. Okay, please say that, please read.
Understanding memory of price strategies. A memory of price strategy assumes that a great deal of buying and selling needs to take place before prices can exceed or decrease below their previous double top or double bottom amounts. A double top is also known as a resistance price, and a double bottom is also known as a support price. Only once these supports or resistance prices are broken will prices move in either direction.
Okay, very good. Mariela, read, please.
Double top and double bottom refer to technical terms in which there are two specific levels. Lastly, these numbers are identified of actual training price related to how stolen short going forward, or that the price is written out and many soon be expensive to find one once more.
Okay, once more. Go ahead, Mirna, read. The memory of price strategy.
The memory of price strategy is utilize, utilize,
Utilize,
utis-
utilize.
utilized most often by traders who have stops in place, used as risk controls that prevent them from further rate trading. This can cause them to miss out on potential earnings. The profit margin for this type of strategy is low, while the potential for extreme losses is significantly higher.
Significantly.
Significantly.
Jose Israel, read. Example.
Example, the double top pattern. While the double top pattern may sound like a positive indicator, it typically points towards a coming decline. A double top is a charting tool that shows pricing have reached their highest point 2 cycles in a row, implying that the market is about to turn because the asset is no longer climbing in value. I thought values are stabilized in this scenario. The expectation is that is indicate of stagnation before prices begin to decline.
Very good. Very well, Israel. That's good reading.
Thanks.
Roxana, read. Take as an example.
Take an example, the charting of a stock for three group LC. The start have been on a slow and steady lead of the past 6 months as we enter the 7th month. The stock is trading at $55 per share. The eighth month once again indicated trading occurrence at $55 per share. This could be a double top having maintaining the share pack rate of rate to month in a row.
Okay. George, read, please.
Okay. Some investors may see this as an indication that share prices in the ninth month will drop below $55 each, since they have leveled out at the resistance price, indicating that it's time to sell them. While this may save the investor from losing a small amount in the short term, their long-term return on investment may be reduced due to not holding onto the shares until they once again rebounded.
Rebounded. Very good. Good reading, George. Good reading. Very nice. We're talking about pricing strategy. Do a little conversation. Hello, Estrella. Are you driving?
And this moment, no, teacher. Good evening.
Okay. Are you stuck?
I arrived to my house in this moment.
Okay. You just getting home.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
To have you here.
Yes, but I can participate now.
So let's do a little conversation then. I want you to do this conversation with Jose Alonso. Go ahead, Jose, you start.
Okay. The competition just released a clone of our headphones. They are attractive enough to make us lose positioning in the market. What do we do? What do we do?
We could renew the look of our headphones. Let's make them colorful enough so that people can recognize them easily. We can also try with an advertising campaign.
Renewing the look and packaging will take months. an advertising campaign is too expensive.
The best thing we can do is to change our pricing strategy. It's fast enough to help us counter our competitors' release of their products.
Okay, good. Very good. Very good reading. Edwin, read with Roxana. Go ahead, Edwin, start.
The competition you release a clone of our headphones. They are attractive enough to make us lose position in the market. What do we do?
Positioning.
Sorry?
Positioning.
Position. Okay.
Will do revenge the look of our helpings. Let's make them colorful enough.
Okay.
So
When we have this letter, this is a letter in English. When we have these two together, you have to pronounce this like F. F. That's the sound of these two letters together. Don't say now. Have the G and the H. G and H make it sound like an F. Enough with the F sound. Enough. G and H will always sound like an F. Always, always, always. Start again, Edwin. Start again.
Okay. The competition just released a clone of our headphones. They are attractive enough to make us lose positioning in the market. What do we do?
we do renown the look of our helpings. Let's make them colorful enough so that people can recognize them is easily. We can also try with an advertising
Advertising.
advertising
Advertising.
campaigns.
Campaign. Advertising campaign.
Advertising campaigns.
Okay.
Renewing the look and packaging will take months, and an advertising campaign is too expensive.
The bad thing we can do is not change our springs straining it fast enough to help you use country. Our competition rails of her products.
Our products. Okay. George and Stephanie, go ahead, George.
Okay. The competition just released a clone of our earphones. They are attractive enough to make us lose positioning in the market. What do we do?
Well, could renew the look of our AirPods. Let's make them colorful enough so that people can recognize them easily. We can also try them with the advertising campaign.
Renewing the look and packaging will take months, and an advertising campaign is too expensive.
The best thing we can do is to change our price strategy. It's fast enough to help us counter or competitor relays of their products.
Okay. Strategy. Strategy. Strategy.
Strategy.
Strategy. Strategy.
Strategy.
Okay. Strategy. Strategy. Mirna and Briseida, please. Go ahead, Mirna. Start.
The competition just released a plan of our headphones. They are attractive enough to make us lose positioning in the market. What do we do?
We could renew the look of our headphones. Let's make them colorful enough so that people can recognize them easily. We can also try with an advertising campaign. Advertising.
Renowing.
Okay, hold on. Re,
Ren,
only two letters.
re,
New,
new,
in.
in,
Renewing.
renewing the look and packaging would take months, and an advertising campaign is too expensive.
The best thing we can do is to change our pricing strategy. It's fast enough to help us counter our competitors' release of their products.
Very nice. Nice. Mariela and Josue. Go ahead, Josue. Start the conversation.
Okay, teacher. The competition just released a clone of our head. They are attractive enough to make use lose position in the market. What do we do?
For good people are headphones. Let's make them up so that people can recognize it. So you can also try with Mexican.
Go ahead, Josue.
Okay. In renewing the look and packaging, packaging will take months, and an advertising campaign is too expensive.
The best thing you can do is to change our next time. It's of course the laser products.
Good. Very good. Right here, we have an exercise. Everything we have been about plus the conversation. We have exercise number 3 here. Also, that is in page 19, exercise number 3. And we also have a different exercise here on page 20. We have two exercises on page 20. We have exercise number 5 and exercise number 6. So we have 3 exercises to do. Page 19, exercise number 3. Page 20, exercise number 5 and number 6. That's in your book. Let's separate to do this in groups. To have a big group so we can do this faster. Let's go and separate page 19 and page 20, exercise 3, 5, and 6. Go ahead.
Hola, buenas.
Aquí ya me dejó entrar.
Hello.
Ahí no me... Espere, me voy a cambiarme. Ahí.
No, the teacher is not here.
You see the PDF?
Edwin.
Yeah, teacher.
You say you don't have a book?
Yeah.
Me too, teacher, me too.
Why don't you have a book?
Nobody sent me, teacher.
Are you in Google Classroom? Have you ever opened Google Classroom?
No, teacher.
Send the link, teacher, please.
Don't you have the Google Classroom?
I have the app, teacher, but I didn't know about the book is there.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. No es como que les van a mandar un libro a cada quien. Está la plataforma de Google donde todos están inscritos. Ahí entra usted a la plataforma de Google, está su clase, abre y ahí está todo el material. No es que individualmente le van a mandar el libro a cada quien. Todos ahorita ya están trabajando en el libro que cada quien tiene acceso al Google Classroom. Solo tiene que entrar al Google Classroom, ver ahí cuál es su clase, la abre, supuestamente solo es una donde usted está, y ahí dice material de clase, y ahí va a encontrar el libro. No se lo mandan individualmente a nadie. Todos tienen el mismo acceso del mismo libro.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Carolina's here, I think.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Only what I have problem. We don't worry about the activity because the doesn't have the book.
You don't have the book?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Who has the answers? Jose Alonso, do you have the answers? Carolina, are you into
No,
this?
Yes,
no.
only
But I have
my
feedback. I have feedback, Carolina, and that is going to affect your minutes in Zoom also. I have feedback. You have to turn off one of the microphones. Yes, Jose Alonso.
Uh, uh, Mariela, take our
Okay.
our answers.
Okay. Very good. Read the answers, please. Jose Alonso, read the answers.
Okay, they are attractive enough to make us lose ground in the market.
Okay.
Let's make them colorful enough so that people can recognize them easily.
Okay.
It's fast enough to help us counter our competitors' release of their products.
Very good. Very good. Okay, next. Ah, this is very interesting. Go ahead and read, Jose.
Okay, the LG is cheaper enough for Salvadorian people.
Okay. When you use cheaper, that is a comparative. And when you use a comparative, you have to compare between two things. So you are not comparing anything here, so erase the ER. Only cheap.
Okay.
You are not comparing LG with nothing, so you don't need a comparative.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is the last speech with our team.
Okay. The last talk.
Yes. Yes. But the
Okay.
time is over. Okay.
Okay.
The LG is cheap enough for Salvadorian people.
Okay.
Sony is all enough to be competitive.
Good.
The iPhone is expensive enough for my pocket.
Good.
Samsung is not fast enough to the business people.
iPhone is not correct. The iPhone is not correct. It's too expensive for my pocket.
Okay. It's too expensive.
Too expensive for my pocket. You know, because remember, two is no good. So
okay.
you use enough in this one if you are going to use expensive. So you use too expensive for my pocket.
Okay.
Very nice. Very good. Excellent. What about the last part?
No. The time is over.
The time was over.
Was over, sorry.
Okay. Next group, who has the answers for the next one? Stephanie?
I was in the group with Mariela and Jose.
Okay, and Jose Israel? No? Don't have the answers. Roxana, do you have the answers?
Teacher,
Yes, Jose.
I have the answer, but the time it wasn't enough to complete in group.
But you have the answers.
I tried to do it.
Okay, can you share whatever answers you have?
Let me share the screen.
Okay, do you have the answer? Okay, give us your answers.
Yeah, I tried to do it by myself because the time it wasn't enough.
Okay. So read.
Okay, I think that product design is to create a new product to be sold by a business to its customers.
Okay.
For the second after sale service, I think the description is to help and information that is provided to customers after they have bought a particular product.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Continue.
3, brand. To use a name, term, symbol, or design to give a product a unique identifier in the market.
Good.
Features. Characteristics of a product that describe its appearance, component, and capabilities.
And capabilities.
Capabilities, okay, thanks. Product positioning. The process of creating an image of the product in the minds of the customers.
Yes, it's true and it's correct. Those are the answers for those. Very good. If anybody has different, but those are the answers for those. Very well done. Excellent. Oh, you have okay, let's see your answers on before this. See your answers for this.
This
exercise, yeah. Read them.
LG is good enough for their warranty.
Okay.
Sony Xperia is thin enough for its model.
Okay.
iPhone isn't cheap enough for majority.
For majority, okay.
Samsung is accessible enough for customers.
Very nice. Very good. Very good. It would have been nice if you would have used 2, not only enough. 2 also. 2. Okay. Very good.
Okay. Thanks.
Teacher.
Yes.
But the exercise say that just enough.
Yes. Yeah, but it you know that's what the exercise says, but it could have been used on the opposite. The opposite.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do some listening. Now, I have to let you know that the listening we will do right now is at a higher level, a little more difficult, okay, than the listenings we have been doing lately. So, this is going to be a little, but just a little more difficult. Okay. Here we go with the first one. On a second. Here it is. Listening number 1. There it is.
I don't listen, teacher. You can listen. Me?
You can listen to the audio. You have to copy and go to Google, paste it there, and then you can probably listen to it. Maybe you don't have the correct platform for listening.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
do we need to send the chat group
Yeah.
our full name?
Yes, the screenshot with label listening one and your name, because I'm keeping track of how you are doing, if you're improving.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ready for number 2? First, I need to do this. Edwin?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Edwin, in classroom is where you will find your book. And if you can see here on the screen, this is classroom, Edwin. And this is you, Edwin Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So you were invited to classroom. And it looks right here like he already accepted. So you have access to classroom. When you are in classroom, you gotta click where it says Trabajo de clase. Click in there. In Trabajo de clase is where you will find your book. Right here it says INSA for book. You will click in there and you have the book right here. The book we use here, class. All you have to do is find classroom. You are already there. And go in there, that's where the book will be. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you. I was checking on you.
Okay. Very good. Number 2. We're doing good. We're doing good. Number 2, make sure you label listening number 2. Go ahead. Okay, the last listening. Listening number 3. 3. Last one. Number 3. Very good. It's looking good. Looking good. Very nice, Stephanie. Very, very good. X. Nice. Super good. That happens, Stephanie, when we practice and practice and practice, then you know, you tend to identify words a lot easier. Practicing makes perfect. Nice. Now let's practice. Earlier, I was asking one of you, I believe, Theta, to explain about the difference between for and since. So I want to make sure that all of you know how to use for and since. We're talking about time. This exercise to finish the weekend. I'm gonna start with Israel. I think you already finished. Let me see.
Yeah, just let me take a screenshot of that. Like,
Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna start with Stephanie then. Stephanie, multiple choice. Remember what we said about for and what we said about since. Difference between. Okay. Go ahead and fill in the blank in the sentence.
They have working at the factory for 10 years.
Okay, now remember, and I will keep reminding you, this is sound number 1. You never make the sound of this vowel when you have a verb in the past. Never. It's like, I would rather you do this. Erase it, ignore it. It doesn't exist. That is sound number 1. Read it again.
They have worked at the factory for 10 years.
Okay. Remember the sound, Stephanie. The sound of this right here. The sound is number 1. Number 1. The sound number 1 equals T. So right here, they have worked. You don't say they have worked. Never, never say worked. They have worked. With the sound number 1 is a T. T sound. Worked. They have worked. One more time, Stephanie.
They had worked at the factory for 10 years.
For 10 years, yes. Said that we use for when we are talking about quantity. And we use since when we have a precise point in time in the past when something starts. Josue, next.
He waited 2 hours before someone stopped. For
Okay, now okay, Josue, right here. This is sound number 3. Sound number 3. This ED is sound number 3. Sound number 3 sounds like this. Id.
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 He wait.
Okay.
Waiting.
Read it again.
He waited for 2 hours before someone stopped.
Okay. Right here, it has to sound like it. He waited. He waited. Again.
He waited.
Okay. Read everything.
He waited for 2 hours before someone stopped. Thank you, teacher, for that.
Okay. Mariela, next. What is your choice? For or since?
She has been doing art since I
Since? Yes, since, Mariela? I can't hear you well, Mariela. Since or for? Okay, I think you have said
since.
now, Mariela.
Yes,
This
she has
verb,
been doing.
okay, good. See, now listen here, Mariela. This verb, that verb, this verb, the name is do. It's not do. The name of the verb is do. So when you put it together with ing, you say doing. You don't say doing. You say doing. Read it again.
She has been doing homework since 5 p.m.
Exactly. That sounds good. Very good. Say Israel.
Okay. They have been building the boat since June.
Yes, we have a precise point pass. Yes. Ansberto. Good evening, Ansberto.
Good evening, good evening. She has been doing her hair for 2 hours.
For 2 hours. For. It's precise amount. Mercedes, good evening.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Go ahead, Mercedes.
The man has been on the phone for lunchtime.
Science.
Wait, what is that pronunciation, Ansberto?
Time.
Again, try again. Mercedes, say it.
Okay. Lunchtime.
Okay, read everything. Read everything, Mercedes.
Okay. The man has been on the phone since lunchtime.
Did you hear the pronunciation, Ansberto?
Science.
No.
Okay, science.
No, Mercedes. You said it right. Ansberto is wrong.
Okay.
Sin.
Sing.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Next. George. Next.
The man worked since many years to get rich.
Try again.
The man worked since many years to get rich. Okay.
We use for a quantity, an amount, a number, something that is talking about an amount.
But there isn't any numbers.
Yes, but you're saying many years, and years are telling you that it's an amount, not a number, but it's an amount, un monto.
Okay. Thanks.
Very good. Next, Estrella. Are you driving, Estrella? Maybe I can't even hear you. Try, Estrella. Definitely, I can't hear you. Can't hear you again. Roxana, try this.
The woman has been driving.
This es manejando, Roxana. ¿Cómo se dice manejando?
Driving.
Okay, read it again.
The woman has been driving since 6 a.m.
Since. Yes. Mirna.
I have lived in London since 2002.
2000. Okay.
Okay.
Carolina.
Hello.
Go ahead,
Hello.
Carolina.
Okay. Teacher, I don't see the screen. I know.
You don't
Sorry.
see the screen. You are on your cell phone. You gotta move the screen. You gotta move it.
The cat waited at the door for a long time.
For a long time is correct. For a long time is correct. Okay.
Okay.
Jose Alonso, answer this. How
Okay.
English?
How long have you studied English? 1 years ago? I'm studying English. No.
No, 1 year ago. When you say 1 year ago, you are saying exactly like this. Hace un año.
Okay.
The question is how long? ¿Por cuánto tiempo? And then you're answering hace un año. So it's not.
Okay. How long is for 1 years? For 1 year.
Okay, when you say years, don't put
No,
the
for
S.
1 year. 1 year, teacher. Sorry.
1 year. Okay, very good. That is better. Stephanie, how long have you lived at your home?
I had been living in my home for 12 years, maybe.
Okay, very good. Josue, how long have you known your best friend?
How long have you known your best friend?
Remember, you have to use for or since. That's all. Just use for or use since in your answer.
I have known my best friend for 2 years.
2 years is good. Estrella?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Just for that, I'm going to ask you a question, Estrella.
Okay.
How long has it been since you travel on a plane?
For 4 months.
Again?
4 months.
4 months?
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been? It has been how long has it been since you travel in a plane?
How long has it been?
It has.
Yes, I travel in June.
Okay, so it has been for how long? So you have to. So in this one, it doesn't sound good when you say for. You have to use since and then use June.
Okay. Since June?
Exactly.
Since June, sorry. Okay.
That sounds better in your answer.
Okay.
Sounds a lot better in your answer. Okay, Ansberto, how long have you had the same hairstyle? That is the Superman hairstyle as far as I can see. Ansberto? To me, it looks like the Superman's hairstyle. How long have you had that hairstyle, Ansberto?
How long? Maybe 2 years. No, or 2 months. The hair is grow up.
So when you go to the barber, what do you ask him? He says, how do you want it? What do you say? The Superman look?
No.
Very good, Alberto. Very good. George, how long has it been since you last ate?
Since 2 hours.
Ago? Ahora sí puede decir since 2 hours ago.
Since 2 hours ago.
Okay, very good. Mirna, how long has it been since you last saw your parents?
Since 2 hours ago.
2 hours.
Yes.
Carolina, how long have you been awake? Carolina.
Oh, I don't remember awake.
Awake es despierta, Carolina.
Okay. Wake, only wake up. Okay.
How long has it been since you've been awake?
Since 14 hours.
Oh, no.
I had to
number, you have to say 4.
For
14 hours.
For 14 hours.
Or since 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
Yes. Very good. I will send you a homework and load it up to the same email address. And it's due for Monday. Nothing special, but you need to do homeworks. Keep in touch with the language, your practice at home. I hope you have a nice weekend. Remember, the body knows it's Friday. That means rest, relax a little bit. Monday, have a very good weekend. Bye, everybody.
Happy weekend.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you.
Good night.
See
Good night.
you.
Good night.
Good night.